What is up, everybody? Boat Game Johnny Utah. Today we have a new featured YouTuber, Mustang HR, and this is Meet the Kid. Now everyone, please right now, not later, go down to the description box to the World of Warship Peeps. Go down to Mustang HR and go subscribe to his channel. Make sure to check out all his content. Love it, don't like it, and hit that notification button. Moving on, we are on New Dawn, Tier 6 Kid. Very comparable to the Tier 6 American Benson. So we have a lot of the same things going for us. Good guns, maneuverability, okay concealment, decent torps. That kind of gives you a very decent baseline in order to kind of think about things as far as what this particular vessel is capable of. Now, going back to the game here, folks, a number of DDs on the other team, 3 DDs, and it's kind of tricky because the destroyers aren't necessarily there to put heat on you if you are in another destroyer. That being said, passively they can end up spotting you, which will kind of ruin your day. And it just mainly depends whether you kind of run active or passive. Personally, I find the DD is more set up to passive. And, you know, you may even see me talk junk about folks who end up using their guns a lot in DDs. But you know what? When you're in a Fletcher, when you're in a Benson, when you're in a Kid, when you're in anything American, even some of the British have very decent guns. It is hard to not fire at targets of opportunity. Thus, when that happens, obviously you get spotted. So, you know, it's 6 of one, half dozen the other. You know, I'm starting to kind of realize that, you know, we have active and we have passive DD guys. And some of the ones that are active can really go out there and make it work. So it may not be, you know, it may not be necessarily a bad thing. Moving on here, firing on Pepsi-Cola, the shooty boat over there. We kind of, you know, did that old chestnut of where we ended up sliding out of our smoke screen. I'm going to drop some torps here, see what happens through some spreads, put some rounds on this gentleman right here, and we are going stern out. And this is a good move because realistically it is extremely difficult to hit somebody who's going stern out. Now, the only downside personally I have to going, you know, this active is the fact that, you know, the gentleman over here understands and knows that there are torps on the way. That being said, he is actively engaged with numerous people, and he is really, you know, it looked like he was actively turning, but at this point we just walloped the crap out of him. 29,000 damage. Just really out here making it happen, even with the guns, raining some HE on this poor guy. Now, we're kind of in a good situation simply because, you know, we have friendlies nearby who are vastly more important than little old us, and, you know, can take the majority of the damage because it looks like this guy's not even really focused on us at all. We are taking a little bit of secondary flak here. That's fine. That's not going to be a big deal. It may hurt us, but it's not going to kill us. And Mustang is just raining in hatred on this poor guy. That is pretty awful. Took a little hit there from some of the secondaries there. Putting some rounds on this gentleman right here. He is kind of pulling up into the wrong zone. He's got, you know, a lot of action over here on us. In addition, we're just kind of raining in some HE on him. And once again, guys, we're not the primary target here. Alrighty, folks, going back to the top of the map here, top of the board. 2 down for the friendlies, 1 down for the enemy. Looks like we've lost a couple of DDs there. This gentleman is in a super bad way there. We are just raining hatred down among him. He is not having a good go of it whatsoever. Not a good look. And you know, when you're taking that much HE that fast, it seems like the fires just come back to back to back to back. It looks like the kid is kind of like a baby Atlanta, somewhere around the Omaha range with Norman Scott behind the wheel, if you catch my drift. Just, I mean, so much hatred, so many rounds, just one right after the other. Not a whole lot you can do, except possibly turn maneuver, what have you. But that being said, he is kind of he is not a fan of it. He's returning a little fire there. I'm not 100% sure we took any of that. A lot of quick movement there, if I can get the word out, by Mustang HR, really out there making it happen, folks. Just decorating this guy. We are taking the majority of this fire now. This is not a good look for us there. Took a little knock, but you know what? It looks like we are going to win this gunfight, folks. Looks like this poor gentleman right here does not stand a chance. He is going to burn out, and he is getting decorated from some of the allies as well. We managed to pull that kill there. Really stacking some quick damage out there. Going back to the top of the board there. 3 down for the friendlies. And now 3 down for the bad guys. So we're evened up. Really have a lot of opportunity to go out here, folks, and make some things happen. Now we're kind of in a bad position here. Southeast corner of the board there. We need to kind of get mid to really, have a meaningful impact on things in general. Looks like we just lost another one down for the blue team there. 60,000 damage. We're out here doing things, folks. We're making it happen. We're trying to be a valuable asset here to our team. The downside is the bad guys kind of pulled us so far out of position that we're kind of striving to get back, to the main areas of contention. Now, as far as the guns go, they're okay for destroyer as far as range. You're not going to have any ridiculous range coming off a destroyer or in Atlanta. They're all kind of the same boat there. So we're kind of going to have to get in close to be able to do some gun work or some torp work, as it were. So as of current, it looks like we're down a few ships compared to the bad guys there. 60,000 damage. Really have a lot of opportunity to go out here, folks. Really make some stuff happen. Enjoying watching the kid do its business, as well as watching Mustang HR do his business. Really out here just, being a presence. Looks like the friendlies there took down another red. That goes a long way towards evening up our situation, if you will. Just trying to go over here and get in a position to where we can once again be a valuable asset to the team. Looks like the Reds lost another one. It's a battle over there, folks. It's going back and forth. They're making some things happen there towards our cap. Not necessarily a fan of it. We've got eyes on some things. We're just too far out. And, that was kind of the thing. When you're chasing damage, you have to be very cautious to not pull yourself out of the position. But at the same time, if you continue chasing said damage, you can end up going out there and end up capturing or getting that 5th kill or even that 1st kill or what have you. And that's kind of what we did. And you also have to worry about that what happens if that one-shot ship ends up coming back and pulling the game for you. So a lot of things to think about, and I think we did the right thing by going down in there and finishing those off. And we were engaged, so it's not like we could possibly disengage without really getting in there and taking some damage. Looks like we're coming up on a target here. This gentleman right here is about to have a bad day. We are about to gun the mess out of him. Getting some defended ribbons, getting some incapacitation ribbons. He's just letting them know that, hey, this is my cap. You can't have it. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure you go home to the water garage post haste. Looks like we took a round right there. That's fine. That's not a big deal. We've got a decent health pull there. As long and as well as I see some health kits there, some repair kits, some armor kits. That's pretty impressive. You don't normally see that on a DD, so it's something to think about. Now, we do kind of have to be careful of torps here, because a lot of times, these gentlemen are going to torp clouds. That is a standard DD type situation there. That gentleman, we took him out. This right here is going to be an easy kill as well. If we can connect with him. He is a one-shot as well. So we really have the opportunity here, folks, to stack up a lot of kills. You know, we have to be so cautious of the torps. And I think that's exactly what Mustang was doing. He was kind of staying back a little bit because, you know, he was curious that, you know, when the torps are coming. Kind of like me. They didn't show up, and now I'm disappointed. I'm like, well, you know, we were all set to dodge them, and they didn't show up. That's how it goes sometimes. This guy's right here living on a wing and a prayer. Living on a prayer! We all knew that was coming. 1v2. Can we clutch? I am super interested here. We've got a Pensacola and a DD. Now, the Pensacola, as we know, will really hurt some folks. Big guns, 203s. However, they are not DPM oriented. I believe the common reload's about 15 seconds. So, you know, we really need to be cautious. We need to kind of run up on him, get our torp game tight, possibly take care of this other DD first if we're able to. 68,000 damage. Out here making it happen, folks. We need to kind of loiter around the cap, though, I feel, unless we spot somebody. Because you know what? Sure in the world, as we get down there to their cap, they're going to come up here and try to take ours. We've got this gentleman down here. It's not a good look. He's got tons and tons and tons of health. We're going to try to go for the torp here. Looks like he's maneuvering right now. We're going to see if we can't possibly throw one set right here on target. But looks like he's going behind the islands. He's very, very wary. Well, and of course he should be. He got spotted, and even, you know, a noob would know if there's only one ship on the team, that's the one that spotted you. And that's exactly the situation we have right here. So we need to be cautious. And look at that. He doubled back. Really, really glad, you know, we didn't throw all the torps down that one row. Because had we done that, we wouldn't be ready right here. Now we go ahead and we throw some hate there at him. And then we immediately break contact, which was a very, very wise decision. We are spotted here. He is in this location. This is not a good look for us. Looks like he's going behind an island, so that's kind of ends up being a little fortuitous on our part, simply because he can't tear at us with those 203s. Now, the other DD there, obviously, is at our 12 o'clock, throwing up a smoke cloud. Why he would throw up a smoke cloud when it is a 2v1 type situation is beyond me, because personally I would throw torps at the smoke cloud, and then that way you'd have a good shot. But you know, he gets to move and he gets to shoot and what have you, and bottom line, we get to detect him. Now the downside is here, he is actively kind of fighting us here. We have to be very wary of that Pepsi-Cola, because there's a good chance he'll come around the corner there and just wallop us. So we've got torps inbound, not a problem. We evade those fairly easy. Putting some good solid hatred here on this gentleman. He does not have much of a chance. Mustang HR is just running through the gun. This guy is on his way out, whether he knows it or not. And we go ahead and put on that health kit there. Get us bumped up there with some health there. We're really pushing some good damage here. Can he clutch it? I don't know. It looks like, oh, there's the Pepsi-Cola right there. Can we have time to torp him? He is throwing some hatred at him. I think his secondaries are going off there. We go ahead and throw some torps. Let's see if this spread of 5 catches him. It looks good. I don't know if he can stop or turn in time. We switched to AP, went ahead, got some citadels off this gentleman. We know for a fact he is... Oh, perfect shot. Yes! Perfect shot. I believe that was a cracking, folks. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm fairly certain that we went out there and kicked the crap out of the entire enemy team. Very, very well done. 105,000 damage, 464,000 credits taken. Really, really went out there and made things happen. Bravo, guys. Go down to the description box once again and make sure to subscribe to Mustang HR. Excellent, excellent footage. You'll find more like this on his channel. Guys, I hope you enjoy. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next time.